Hello everyone, today I'll be reviewing the Fighter of Rage Super Saiyan Son Goku. This is going to be the first figure review I've done in a while, so this video might be a bit unorganized, but hopefully everything goes smoothly. Just to start off, let's just look at the details and talk briefly about this figure. So, the Fighter of Rage is a long-awaited, very hyped premium Bandai release. This figure represents such a monumental point in Dragon Ball history, as it depicts Goku when he transformed into Super Saiyan for the very first time. Looking at the details, Goku is in tattered clothing with his blue undershirt, belt, pants, and boots. Of course, how he looked when fighting Frieza. Design-wise, everything is very sharp and angular except for Goku's fluffier Super Saiyan hair, but all of this is reminiscent of Toriyama's style during the Namek saga. The colors aren't too saturated, with his boots looking the most bland. There's shading in the crevices of Goku's hair, just like the rest of the 4.0 releases we've seen this year. There's also a nice, subtle gradient on the pants, going from an orange to a more yellowish color at the bottom. You can see a bunch of scratch marks all over Goku's body, roughed up from fighting as well. Would I have preferred actual blood? Maybe. It would definitely add more detail, but I think this is fine as is. Now, let's move on to the accessories. Alright, so for accessories, he comes with 4 extra faces. A smirking face, a shouting face, a gritting teeth face looking down, and a face to recreate how he stares back at Frieza after transforming. He also comes with 4 extra pairs of hands. A pair of martial arts hands, fighting hands, Kamehameha hands, and open hands. And lastly, a windswept alternative for the hair. Alright, starting off with articulation, start with the head. He can look back this much, and look forward this much, side to side tilt, and of course you can turn the head. Then going to the arms, he can go up about this much, bicep swivel, he can bend this much, and of course wrist, butterfly joints, he can Kamehameha this far, and also going backwards this much. Now going to the torso, you can bend forward about this much, and then keep in mind this back piece is soft plastic, so if you want to get as much range of motion going back, you kind of want to overlap that soft piece over the lower torso, so he can go back this much. And then of course the belt can move. Going to the legs, you can kick out about this far, kick up this much back, bend this much, and then also for boot articulation on the On the Games Begin Goku, for the boots, to articulate this, there's actually a hinge, if you could see that. But on this guy, it's actually a ball peg, so he can move whichever way you want. You can even rotate it. So, forward, back, side to side, and then, this, toe hinge, ankle rocker. And oh yeah, also these shoulder parts are actually separate, so you can also rotate these. It's just to help follow the shoulder and give as much range as possible. So now let's move on to comparisons and head swaps. For comparisons, here he is next to the Lowest Born Saiyan and Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. Here he is next to the Z Fighters Goku and Games Begin Goku. Here he is next to older style battle clothes Vegeta and 4th form Frieza. Here he is next to Gohan, the warrior who surpassed Goku, and Earth's Strongest Man, Krillin. Here he is next to Superhero Gohan and Superhero Piccolo. And finally, here he is next to Boy from the Future Trunks and Dangerous Pride Vegeta. Alright, onto head swaps. There aren't that much heads we have to swap here, but we do have 2 base and 2 Super Saiyan heads to work with. So, starting off, we got Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. Put some sticky tech to help it sit on the neck better. But yeah, that's what this looks like. Not bad. And as with all the 2.0s, I'm assuming, the heads are going to sit too high on the neck, so they look a bit funny. Of course, because, 2.0 and 4.0 figures use different type of neck pegs, so it's going to sit too high and it's going to look a bit too small for the neck. Moving on, got Lowest Born Saiyan right here, and not that bad actually. I think I like this a bit more than the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku because it has a bigger head sculpt and better design. So that's what that would look like. I'm actually hoping that sometime in the future they'll make an updated version of the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. I know we've gotten a bunch of Gokus this year, but it would be nice to pair with this release. Moving on to Super Saiyan heads, Z Fighters. That's what that would look like. Again, too high, but it does give you an idea of how a flowy Super Saiyan hair would look on this body. And lastly, the only 4.0 head sculpt we have, Games Begin Goku. This neck peg is actually smaller than the ones used for Games Begin Goku and Kind Hearted Saiyan, but it should look better than the rest. And yeah, it does. But yeah, that's what this looks like. If you want a Yamamuro styled or maybe more of a super kind of style look for first appearance Super Saiyan, that's what this would look like. Looks pretty good. Of course, it fits in better compared to the other 2.0 head sculpts, but yeah, that's it for head swaps. So let's move on to final thoughts. Alright, so for my final thoughts, I think that this figure is really, really great. From its sculpting to its QC, I haven't experienced any notable issues on my copy, with the exception of this smirking face right here. If you can see, the paint for the teeth goes a bit over where it's supposed to be, but aside from that, I haven't experienced any looseness and I haven't broken anything, even though it was made in Vietnam. If you don't know, most of the quality control issues present in SH Figuarts can most likely be attributed to the fact that it was made in Vietnam, but I really blame Tamashi for not ensuring good QC and also switching from Chinese factories. I know that this is a premium Bandai release, but I wouldn't really put it past them to let a premium figure have some issues. Is it worth the price? Not entirely. It is a very exceptional figure for sure, but it arguably could have came with more things. Just simply throwing in a Kamehameha piece, for example, would have been really nice. I do think its quality and design carries the figure as a whole. We're shifting away from generic faceplates and designs to perfectly replicate how Super Saiyan Goku looked like on Namek. The faces and head sculpts are on point to the art style in its respective saga, and I appreciate how they all reference specific moments from the anime and manga. I would rate this a 9 out of 10, deducting 1 point for a slight printing issue and the fact that it doesn't come with much for a P-Bandai release. Nonetheless, it definitely is a great figure and is a standout in my collection. I'm very thankful to have this, and if some of you watching also have your own copies, I hope you don't have any QC issues. If you don't have this and are trying to get it, they are reopening orders for this guy online. As I said in the beginning, this is my first time in a while doing a figure review, and to me, this feels like the first legit review I've done. But please let me know if you like this review. I would consider making more of these in the future. But anyways, thank you for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.